Welcome, welcome to this first ever walkthrough of the Hempin platform. I am Paul Iglesia, the founder and the person behind Hempin. I have built this platform over the past 8 months. First ideas come from way back, but thanks to artificial intelligence, notably to Claude Code, I've been able to put this together for greater good and for the hemp industry, hemp stakeholders, and hopefully everything that will bring our world closer to a sustainable civilization. I'll go through a few of the features, and basically I think the most important is to show how to sign up and how to locate and access the different features of the platform and make it simple for someone who's not very familiar with computers or mobile phones or the interface that I've put together to just understand how things work. So we are here on this beautiful page, the home page, the welcome page for the public for Hempin. You've got a little planet right there. That's actually, I can scroll and you'll see different countries with different colors. This is live data from some other part of the website that I will show you around. This here is our friend Bud that you will find throughout the website as well. And he's our little mascot. Also, hopefully, will become more and more intelligent in the future, and we will be able to help out and um, assist anyone joining the site or working or um, being with hemp throughout either the agriculture side, the retail side, or even the some point maybe the sustainability or even medicine side of hemp. So let's scroll through a little bit. We've got, I want to make sure that everyone understand that basically this hemp in access is free. It's free for the next at least a full year. I want people to join and to really have access to all of the features. So everything will be free this year and will be unlocked. And also everything we ship this year basically is included. So I invite you to uh, to be quite straightforward. Try Pro right away instead of clicking Join Free because all the features will be unlocked and you'll be listed as a Pro user. Little bit further down, we have what I call life. So we have a life and work differentiation that you will see later in the discovery tab here or the work tab of this navigation bar. Life and work are full of features that are quite connected. I'll show the features later. Of course, work is basically for professionals, and you can list your organization, your services, or your products, and you'll be able to connect match suppliers or even buyers and so on. And you can always propose features here. We have another page that is basically collecting suggestions from anyone. You'll see throughout the site that this little bar here is always showing up unless you close it. But we want suggestions. We want your help on what's going on. Under the hood, basically, that's just to show that we have things quite connected. So the countries, the information, the sources, and the people are connected via what we call a graph. So it's not just a database. We have things that are interconnected and interact with each other. I can show that another day in another walkthrough, of course. And then here we have a little bit of what's happening throughout the network. I'll talk about it later, but there's discussions and there's also facts about legislations and laws about hemp throughout the world. This is, if you go through mobile, you'll be able to actually add your Hemp'in, like it would be an application on your home screen, and really have a full screen experience of what's going on. And of course, we accept investors, we accept partners, and everything. We're always on the lookout for that. And down there, you'll have information about who we are, what we're doing. Very nice help section here, and of course your information is always protected. So let's tap our friends here, and this is where we introduce this navigation bar that you will find also in the logged in area. So if I want to ask something to Bud here, you can either ask it privately, and this will enable our administrators and myself to reply you, provided that you actually enter some of your information here to contact you and your country maybe or whatsoever. And we'll be able to contact you, or you can plant a seed and start a discussion that will go in one part of the website. So let's not plant a seed yet. Let's just continue just looking at what's going on here. If I click on discover, most of the little areas of that website are still locked, but we're changing that very soon, and we're going to have ways for people who are not signed up yet to add places or check out events and so on. Some of the public information, I believe, should be available even if you're not logged in or signed up. We have an atlas and encyclopedia. On the work side, I'm just showing you some of the applications. Also here, you can manage your organization, start selling catalog of products and services, and we're opening up on trading, and we're also going to be running basically your places in a directory, and then adding some events, of course. But let's go back to our discovery side, and we can look into the atlas right now. So this is still a logged out experience. You are able to consult and view this information even if you're not logged in. But it's always here. You see, he's giving you little information, and you'll see him throughout the site. This is a desktop view, so you're going to be able to pick throughout a lot of the countries here. And what I'm going to do, since I'm located in France right now, we're going to go to France right away. If you want to find your country, we're all here, and I want to click yes right there. So we have built a small, let's say, small page for each country, which are based also on information that are either verified, just seeded by AI, or reference from legal documentation or various sources, and we'll show that in a little bit. But first, I want to show that we have an index here for countries to show how advanced they are on the permissiveness, or how hemp is integrated in the country. What information is verified here? We have some gamified version of like one to what was it here, seeded, and then which information is reviewed, verified, or even certified. So at the moment, we most of the information is seeded here, and not much is verified. So our little cheese wheel here is not very colorful yet. For the hand profile, we have a very simple profile here about cultivation and channels. You can always ask Bird about France, but you can also expand the legislation here, and you'll see which information is where the sources are, what is the cultivation, processing, and a few different permissiveness of throughout the industry. And if you want to really, really go deeper, you open your full country page, and now you have much more information. So about the score here, right now, well, actually, country is represented by me. You'll see my name quite open throughout the website, but we're introducing very, very soon representatives for each country, and we'll have contact points and people from the platform who can be managing the country's information, so that the community will be much more expanded and much more international and global. So how the score is built here, we have a little bit of information about the weight of each of these points here, and we have different scores, which says that the weighted score basically for France is 71. This is quite good, and you can see that the things are quite green on the industrial side and so on. And we also are building an experimental thing about, well, here, this is not very nice yet, but every time we'll have information on this country, for example, here we might have data from 2022 and 2026. The information basically will show you which direction the country is taking. So if we take here about legal status here, there's information really, really about everything, and then some sources, for example, here. This is from business of cannabis and from the European agriculture sources. So we're also building a little bit of narrative here, and you'll see like this is quite extended information. And what we're calling through this atlas is basically to elevate the country's information by proposing updates and facts and so on, and we want people to participate. And we also have discussions available here. So if you really want to discuss, basically, we're going to ask you to join and sign up and so on. So maybe we can also just take a quick look at the beautiful encyclopedia that we're building. You can start asking questions here about hemp. This is still very mechanical at the moment, but it's meant to evolve. And we're building really, really, we want to have much more knowledge and science about everything related to hemp. If you're not clicking anything, here you'll have some features, featured articles, some random stuff. If you're surprised, just go to a random article here, and we'll have CBD in cosmetics and some really quick articles about CBD in cosmetics. A few of the sources are mentioned here. And we can, that's what I'm saying, things are connected like a graph. When you have knowledge and like a wiki about CBD and cosmetics, you are able to load what information about CBD and cosmetics, where it stands worldwide, and also the discussions. I'm not sure this will be beautiful, but we can click about CBD and cosmetics in the atlas, and not bad. We have a map of where things are positive and favorable and restrictive about CBD and cosmetics throughout the world, and so on. So that's a little bit experimental about what's going on in the world on each of these articles. And this little map here, you can jump to different fields, and this is really, really to show some of the information and how we sort it and how we want to collect more and more. So now you can see why this little thing is here, and the index about the world and our little friend bud here. So let's join in. I'm going to sign up with this walkthrough account. And this is our first time jumping in the portal. So in the portal, you'll see, oh, hello, hello, Bud. Bud is going to guide you and tell us what to do. Um, I'm going to move forward with him, say hello. We can remove this little one here, and you'll see our navigation bar here has changed. The home becomes myself. I'll be able to update the status, my profile, some things here and there. The discovery things are all unlocked, except the people here. I'll show you why later. The organization catalog, everything is there. And my inbox comes here with my little Bud, who's the first writer. And I'm going to say hello to Bud. Let's see what happens if I do it too quickly. Um, we have some interesting missions here. Not yet. Okay, so I can do two things. My journey here will be guided by Bud. I can look at a little bit of the feed of things happening throughout the network. Some events, my progress, we'll have some gamified things, and become a pro or see some of the news. These can be all customized. So you have what do you want to see inside of your overview page can be customized here as little modules. This is for fun. Okay, but let's plant the flag first. Where I am is France at the moment. I'm going to plant the flag about France. Here I am. So I said hi to Bud. It should have been already done, but let's say hi Bud again. This is done. And I'm going to join the directory by completing my profile, which is here, right? So if I want to go edit my profile, this is the same page here. And we're in. So my profile could appear in the directory, but it's still incomplete. So we're not showing yet. And we should just fill in a few things in order to show up. So my picture is not needed at the moment. I'm going to say, I am visiting this site of Hemp. And my bio, I am a tester for the world. Oh, wait to share everything. Oh, we're good. We have enough characters. Our country is set. I'm gonna say that I speak French and English. We're good. And right now we should actually be unlocked. And if I'm not mistaken, oops, not yet, not the people. Oh, I know why. What happens is about our visibility here. If I am set to a public visibility in my directory, then I believe, yes, we have access to the people here, the people's tab. So that people's tab is giving me access to people who have also accepted to have their name on the platform. I have access to the feed already, and I have access to the organizations here. I can scroll down through a lot of organizations here, and this is all in these tabs. But let's go back to my profile. I would like to just show you something here because I have unlocked my professional profile by completing my identity here, and I want to activate it here. I am active. Let's fill this up and you'll see why later. Where do I work? I work at Hemp'in right there. This is my organization and I am a tester today. What's my industry? It's a cannabis and hemp. This is simple. I am in Paris. This is about like if you really in the beginning we wanted people to show if they're seeking for jobs or not. But we can just put that of whatever. Some links to your website, some expertise. Today I'm a marketing and community manager. I think that's enough, and maybe a bit of software development. My skills here not so important, and so on. and we're good. I do not have connections yet, and this will come later if I want to connect to people. I am saved already, and I am good. Let's see if we have any more quests. Oh yes, there are quests here or side quests. Is there anything? My profile is here. Oh, here we go. I can activate my business. So I can either collect it through organizations here or activate my business here, create one or find one. Let's try to create one. I could create an organization here, or I could find mine, which I think I am already with. Hempin right there. And I am a verified member here. I think if I go in my organizations and moderation, I will be able to accept this new user, a new tester, but let's not do it for now. So let's go back to our directory. We're good. And we'll go back to our homepage just to show around a little bit of what's going on. So let's say that yeah, my journey here is good. Yeah, I have now the options to look at the feed here, which I've shown you before uh, through the discovery tab. Events not interested and so on. So let's go to my organization. Let's create one. Let's create one. Testing org, for example. I am in France and I am in Paris for now. Website. Should find the word in find textile and okay, let me create this organization. Boom. So I have an organization here and I'm going to be able to manage a few things. Catalog, services, notifications, events, and so on. Sorry, then I'll delete it here. If I want to add a service here, I'll be able to add, like, let's say I am testing service, for example, very consulting and blah, blah, blah. Yes, we're testing some photos, some pricing, and so on. Visibility will show it in the marketplace for now. I'll delete it later and not to be too messy. So let's go back to our organization real quick. Now we have something in our catalog, which is a service, and I can also add a product. So I'm not going to add anything at the moment. We're just gonna move up to some other stuff, which is where can we see our products and services. So there's not much, but we can see that our service is here now. In the services area, we have some hemp consulting also here, and at the moment, no users have yet understood or added their products into the marketplace. But this is why this walkthrough is here, and we have opened up basically just a couple of days ago, and everyone will be able to receive offers and quotations and so on about simple products. What else could I show right now? Trade request now. Oh, let's go toward the news feed is kind of like the feed here, but the discussions is a bit more interesting. If people want to sort discussions about their country or about different things here and there, different topics and so on, we have proposals and discussions here about France. Yes, we're able to have a lot of discussions here in the future so people can communicate. That's very good. If I I'm looking at my progress. Where am I? Oh, I have 30 little points here, and I was actually granted this card, which I need to work on because I think we have just disabled this today for the walkthrough, but I will I will work on this in the near future. Yeah. So the inbox we've seen, the work area we've seen, the marketplace. Oh, the events. Is there any events? Actually, this today was the first event that I wrote here. Here we are. We are in the walkthrough. So events can be put here, and places. Places can be added to the map. So the moment only Hempin office is actually added, but we're looking at having all of our users and friends and collaborators in the hemp industry to add their places to the map. So that's about it for today. I think we've walked through most of the stuff, workspace and some news of the industry, the hemp fit news, sharing some status was also shown before. I just wanted to show how we use this bottom navigation bar. This is from desktop, but the mobile experience is quite the same. And I think that's about it. You can log out from here, as I showed you. And finally, the support and the help feature comes here. If you have any questions, you go right there, you try to find your answers, and if really something is missing, you just write us. Thank you so much, and this is the end of our walkthrough. I hope to see you on Hempin very soon. Goodbye.